issue with our time is that information and knowledge is ever-growing and endless. Education just cannot cover it all. Knowing needs to shift from memorizing information to being able to find and use it appropriately. I remember when I sat down for my zoology final, feeling completely prepared. It gave me 2 unknown species of bats with their anatomical descriptions and asked me to figure out its ecology and echolocation call. Now I've managed to memorize all the different wing types, flight patterns, different species, and tons of isolated facts about bats. But I had no clue how to put all of that information together into something meaningful and applicable in the research world. The question was brilliant, and I couldn't even answer it. During my education, I never thought to ask meaningful questions about all the facts, while being completely oblivious to what having this knowledge could mean. We need to ask ourselves, what's the point? The new science of learning emphasizes on learning with understanding through collaborated research among cognitive and developmental psychologists and educators. There's still a dependence on facts in each subject area, but we also need to learn how to transfer it to other contexts through interdisciplinary projects. So where do we start? With pre-existing knowledge. New knowledge must be constructed from existing knowledge as a starting point. A teacher named James Minchell quotes that students' initial ideas are like strands of yarn, some unconnected, some loosely interwoven. The act of instruction can be viewed as helping the students unravel individual strands of belief and label them, and then weave them into a fabric of more complete understanding. And this is where inquiry-based projects play a role. Factual knowledge is still important. It's not about memorization, but it's about analyzing facts in such a way that students can understand how, when, where, and why they're relevant while filtering out the rest. As I was presented with a multitude of facts about bats, the information and details were still necessary to answer the question. However, I wasn't able to understand the relevance of these details. And how could I have fixed that? Through active learning and developing my metacognition skills. We must be able to recognize what we understand and when we need more information while continuously monitoring our own skills. A big issue in learning is that most students are driven to get through a class for the sake of the end grade. Metacognitive approaches not only teach a student how to learn, but can also develop consciousness over the value of what is learned. Our role as teachers is to scaffold by explicitly emphasizing such strategies so that they can learn for themselves. Finally, assessments need to be considered as feedback rather than the decided scoring of their intelligence. Tests can be standardized but still be able to test deep conceptual understanding such as the one I was presented with, as it took deep convergent understanding to come to the single right answer. So what is the point of passing along facts from books to the teacher, to the students, and out through tests? As teachers, we need to equip students to eventually become lifelong learners that know how to extract the knowledge of their choosing.
Created using Powtoon.